Welcome to Yap's Money Life Show. Thank you again for your interest and your support. Today, I'm going to talk about how to avoid well-disguised scams. Last week, if you remember, I talked about what is a well-disguised scam, how is it different from the obvious scam, and I also gave two examples of the scam. One is about crude oil investment, and another one is about investment into a trust account under a trustee company. Now, this week, I'm going to share 3 tips on how you can identify and avoid these kind of well-disguised scams. The first point is about regulation. I would suggest you to avoid investing into any investment proposal from the investment company which is not licensed by Bank Negara Malaysia and Security Commissions. By doing so, you will make sure yourself that you only invest into legitimate and regulated investment and do not touch any other investment. Okay, that is point number 1. My point number 2 is about getting written investment proposal from all these salesperson. Okay, the written investment proposal could be called prospectus, also other name could be info memo. Okay, when you have a written investment proposal, you can find the company background, you get to know who are the shareholders, who are the directors, what is their background, get to know also where are they going to invest your money into, what is the actual underlying investment, how it works, and how much they charge you and how much it costs you. And most important of all, by reading into this written investment proposal, you get to know what kind of protection do they give it to you as an investor. So say for example, you want to know should something happen or something goes wrong with this investment company, what happened to your investment capital. So in a legitimate, a proper investment investment structure, there will be a trustee to hold your investors' money, to protect your investment money, so that should something go wrong with the investment company, your investment capital will still be protected. So you want to find out whether this investment has got such a safety features or not. The third point that I want to actually highlight is about matching the promised return of this particular investment with the underlying investment that they're going to invest into. Now, what do I mean by that? Say, for example, they promise you a return about 12% a year, okay, and it sounds like it's a fixed promised return of 12%, okay, but if the underlying investment is a crude oil, which is linked, the performance of the investment return is linked to the crude oil prices, which could be very volatile. Okay, so in such a case, not only such a volatility may not be able to allow the fund manager or the investment company to give you the 12% return, chances are you may even lose your capital. So this is an example whereby there is a mismatch between their promised return and the investment performance nature of the underlying investment. Okay, now I know that I'll share with you 3 points just now. Honestly, I must say it's still not easy for a mature investor to identify between a well-disguised scam compared to a legitimate investment. So if you are really not so sure about how to go about doing that, I would suggest you to look for a second opinion. Okay, of course, I would suggest that you may want to look for a professional, investment professional who has experience to see different kind of investment, who know about proper investment structure. Then you can get advice from them as to whether the investment proposal that you receive now, you're considering now, is something safe and solid to invest. And before I leave, I would strongly suggest that you always do the research before you invest, because many people do not do enough research before they part with their money. Okay, they only do a lot of research after they invest their money, after something's go wrong. I can assure you, if you have already invested your money into without doing much research, no amount of research, no amount of fact-finding will actually be able to help you, okay, if you only do that after something goes wrong. So my suggestion is that do research, do enough research, okay, before you part with your money. Hey there, if you like my video, please remember to subscribe to my channel.